Now, that was an exciting score, touchdown by Trey McBride, who now joins us from the first day of offseason workouts with the Arizona Cardinals. And Trey, let's start there. What was kind of the energy in the building on day one of OTAs?
Yeah, it was awesome, just to have all the guys back, to be back in the building, to see the coaches again, and just to get the energy back in the building. It was phenomenal to be back. I'm super excited for this offseason and super excited for where this team's going to go.
To that point, Trey, last year we saw you have a 52-catch bump from your rookie season. What was that like? What was the reason for such a huge spike?
I think just getting more familiar in the offense, a little opportunity, things like that. But just to have the opportunity to play with Kyler, to get back and to have the opportunity to go out there and catch balls was a lot of fun. Growing from year one to year two is a huge jump, and I'm super excited for the jump to year three.
Okay, so you said it, having the opportunity to play with Kyler Murray, that is something you have not been able to do in either of your two seasons because of injuries, mainly to Kyler. What's it going to be like in year three if you two can be on the field all season long?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. This is the first offseason I've really had with him, and to be, the guy, the athlete that he is, he's a phenomenal player, phenomenal athlete, and I'm super excited for what we can do in our third year together. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and to have this full offseason with him is going to be awesome.
Okay, Trey, so, all of these mock drafts coming up for the draft next week are talking about you guys likely adding a wide receiver. What would it be like having someone like Marvin Harrison Jr. or Rome Odunze or Malik Neighbors as part of the receiving corps to open up this offense even more?
Yeah, all of those guys are phenomenal players, and I think, whoever we decide to bring in, I trust in Monty fully for what he's going to do, but I'm super excited. This is the most excited I've been, and I'm fired up to bring in somebody that's going to help our offense, help our team win. Whoever that might be, I'm super excited, and I think it's going to be a huge addition to our team.
Okay, Trey, I know we're talking football, but a couple weeks ago, you and DJ Dallas had a great opportunity to go join our military forces over in Poland as part of a USA tour and in conjunction with the NFL, and you also got to meet members of the Arizona National Guard. What was that whole experience like?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. From when we got out there to seeing the soldiers, to everything that we did, it was as good as it gets. To meeting the soldiers, to being an advocate for them and showing them, that we care for them, they're not forgotten, things like that. It was a very special event, and it was really cool to spend time with my teammate as well.
You say it's really cool, but what was the coolest thing or the coolest part of it?
Yeah, so one of those pictures you just showed, we were there in front of a tank, and that was super cool. We got to get on the tank, we got to drive the tank, we got to do all sorts of things out there. So that was really cool just to be there, to see what those guys do on a daily basis, to eat the food they eat, to see how they live. The whole experience was first class, and we had an awesome time being with the soldiers.
Well, that's a fantastic thing that you got to experience that the NFL does in conjunction with the U.S. So, lastly, before we let you go, on your way home, I see you wearing the camouflage green from the Salute to Service, but you got to see a different color green before you got to Arizona. What was that about?
Yeah, so when I came back from Poland after the huge USO, I spent a couple days in Augusta, was able to go to a practice round there at the Masters. That was definitely a different type of green, a very special type of green, and I was super happy that I got to spend a day there in Augusta. That was about as immaculate as it gets for golf.
That's awesome. See, not too many of us get that experience, Trey, so congratulations on that, and good luck on a fantastic 2024 season.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm super excited.